learning to appreciate yourself, working on yourself, updating yourself, changing the quality of your life. So that's the key of what we're doing here. Now, guys, continue. This is something you take home. You know, like a lot of people say, well, is there a point that you don't ever need to tap? And I said, yes, there is one point, and that's when you're dead. And you may be tapping then too. Oh shit, it's hot here. Yeah. So yeah, just do keep tapping. This is a coping mechanism. It's a mindful process. It is a somatic process. It is the vagus nerve healing and transforming. It gives you personal power and control over your life. And it's a daily walk with the self. You know, daily walk with the self. Again, now you can practice all the negativity, and that's okay too. I mean, it's an investment. Everything you do is an investment. You know, I said, you need to go brainwash yourself and come back with a better attitude, you know. Because again, we are brainwashing ourselves by rewatching and replaying bad experiences. We're brainwashing ourselves and programming ourselves looking for everything wrong. Do you realize that? You're using your own form of self-hypnosis. Self-hypnosis is going within the self, feeling and imagining and producing something within yourself. When you go back and recall all the painful things that happened in your life, that's great hypnosis. And it's going to create a great future for yourself. And you'll compound your misery skills. I mean, it's not a failure. It's just a survival system that you came from. It's something you learned to keep you safe. You remember yesterday we had Gregory William up here squirming in his seat? You remember that? You remember at the very beginning when he said, you know, I don't know if I really want to let go of this Parkinson's. Who would I be without it? And remember where I went to the most juiciest part about that whole story and I was tapping on him? What was it? My name is Gregory and I'm proud of my Parkinson's. Isn't that right? Did you see him have major emotional resistance? But in the beginning and when we first started, what he said. Do you see? What you hate, you replicate. You can quote me on that one. I made that one up. What you hate, you replicate in your life. All right? All right, so you are your own hypnotist. Of course, a lot of people, especially coming from the Christian world, when they say hypnosis, Christians take off running. Not realizing the running and the fear of hypnosis is controlling them when they went into a hypnotic state. When they play the music, you go into a hypnotic state. Preachers preach in rhythms, which is hypnotic. And loud. And when you walk into this massive building and a man in a white suit with a stethoscope hanging from his jacket. The white jacket syndrome. You know. I call this idolitis. People with a PhD, people with, we think that have more power and authority than we do. We have a tendency to bow down to it. You know, just think if I had the skills I had now when I grew up as a kid. Oh my God, I'd be president of the United States now. I don't want that job. Thank you very much. But you know, another thing too, and what people have done is they built a shrine around their emotional pain, which means it gives them great value and it's suffering and hurt. They build a shrine around it. They don't change it. They use that to replicate in their life. But what I do and what has done for me personally, and it's what we're doing for you, is the most painful memory of your life becomes the greatest experience in your life when you release the traumas of it, when you release the hurts of it, when you release the pain of it, and you rewrite it, it becomes the greatest catalyst of your greatness because you conquered something. You know, like we talk about Gregory. Gregory, when he wakes up in the morning, his old program was looking for what's wrong. Now his new program is looking for what's right. practicing those things, Greg. If you do it every day, there's going to be a new Greg I see next week, next lifetime, next month, or whenever you decide to come back. Good memories. Did you write it down in your happy journal? You better do that, because if you don't, your happy moments will disappear and you forget all about it. Do you realize that? Write down your happy moments every time the moment immediately happens. Oh, hold on just a second. I'm feeling good. I got to write down my happy journal. And then go back, rehearse, and replay. What are you doing? You're reprogramming yourself. Do you know you did exactly the same thing with the bad stuff? Bad stuff, and you walk and you replay, you replay, you replay, you replay. Then you tell your friends, you tell your friends, you tell your people, you complain, you bitch. And then you're compounding the bad. What if you did exactly the same thing with the good things? Do you realize you'll redesign your whole future? This is a natural process of the mind. And this is what you must do. You don't have to. Death awaits you. You get to figure out what kind of life you want until you get there. You know what I'm saying? Is that good?